Welcome everyone, this is Crawl Alpha. Today I have the round 5 from IDC 28. I am up against Halfar at the top of your screen playing Light, Water, Darkness, Nature, Fortress Burn, and I'm at the bottom of your screen playing Water, Darkness, Aggro. I lead with a turn 1 Aqua Guard. Unfortunately I break on turn 2, so my next play is on turn 3 with an Aqua Hulkus. Halfar gets Brozan Tribe, and here I would definitely evolve the Aqua Guard into Paladin. Next turn I can bring Spin Slicer on the field as well. He gets a Holy O out of the first shield, stopping one attack. Doesn't have Sky Sword, so instead he goes for Fal Iga, returning Soul Swap, and then bounces my Paladin with Spiral Gate. So yeah, I'm just gonna play the Paladin again. I thought for a second about bouncing the Faliga with Unicorn Fish, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. Another Soul Swap to swap out the Paladin for a Aqua Guard. And now I can bring the Spin Slicer on the battle zone alongside a Duel Spider and take out 2 more shields. I'm applying quite a bit of pressure at this point, and even if he casts Plague, I have 6 mana to fall back on. But he doesn't seem to have Plagues, instead he summons Frozen Tribe and perhaps a Sky Sword. No, we see a Bilex instead for Energy Stream, which he casts. I'm gonna block the attack with Aqua Guard, and I get a Spin Slicer off the top, so I can have another Spin Slicer on the field. And yeah, I take game 1. He was only a Logic Cube out of shields. Oh, and I forgot to bring back the Aqua Hulkus to the deck, so I have to reshuffle everything, because Aqua Hulkus could end up in the shield zone. This hand doesn't look bad at all. I have a turn 2 and a turn 3. And if Aqua Hulkus draws into another turn 2, another 2 mana creature, I can summon 2 on turn 4. I just hope to draw into a water source to summon both Melnias. Plays a Soul Swap for a Sky Sword. And an Energy Stream. Unfortunately, I don't draw a water source, so I can only summon 1 Melnia. Now we're putting him down on 3 shields. And he casts Plague here, and this is pretty bad for me, because a Plague while I'm only on 4 mana is quite bad for me. It puts me back to 2 mana. So yeah, I'm summoning the Melnia, going in, breaking into an Aqua Surfer, which bounces the Melnia and will very likely kill the Aqua Hulkus next turn. Even has a Locomotiver for one of my creatures in my hand. And then he goes for Faliga to get back the Miraculous Plague. At least this turn I can summon 2 creatures, and if he casts Plague, I can use Propeller's Mutant effect to make him discard a card as well. And I hit Sky Sword with Propeller Mutant, which is not bad. Getting rid of more shield regen is never a bad thing, and also he doesn't have light mana as well, so he has to get a Sky Sword again and the light mana on top of that. But he has a Fortress Shell, allowing him to burn more, and now I summon Melnia and go in with Duel Spider. If he kills my Duel Spider, I can take a card out of my shields. Summons Plague instead, forcing me to take all my mana back. And now he could think about going in, which is not a bad call. Here I'm hoping for a Locomotive or Arrow Shields and a Spin Slicer, but that plan is gone now. And it doesn't seem to go in, which is pretty strange. I would have definitely still gone in, especially since I'm on 0 mana. And now he can definitely go in. That doesn't matter, even if I bounce the Faliga, it's GG. So yeah, Halfar takes game 2, and now we're on to game 3, where I get to go first. Turn 1 Aqua Guard followed by a turn 2 Duel Spider is pretty nice. And I top deck another 2-drop which I can summon on turn 2. He gets a Spiral Gate out of the first shield, bouncing the same propeller I just summoned. Gets the turn 3 Brozen Tribe. I would definitely charge the Melnia, just to have 4 mana. Okay, so I decide to go for Melnia instead in case he summons Belix. But to be honest, I would rather go for Propeller. Now, oh. Yeah, I almost summoned Lucky Ball. But I just realized he has 4 shields now because of Sky Sword. Here I just hope he doesn't have a Miraculous Plague. Fortunately for me he doesn't. And then clears the Aqua Guard and 2 of my creatures. Here I would charge the Aqua Guard and summon Lucky Ball. Because I'm very likely to draw into more Liquid People baits for Spin Slicer anyway, since I run like 12 in the whole deck. Yeah, and then there's the Aqua Hulkus. I could have gone for Sky Sword with Spinning Terror, just to avoid Soul Swap shenanigans with it. But I decided to put more pressure on him instead, which is also fine, I suppose. So we see an Energy Stream followed by a Corpse Charger and a Belix. Pretty interesting. Yeah, all or nothing, going for Aqua Hulkus into Spin Slicer. And yeah, I take game 3, which means I win the round 5 from IDC 28. Until next time, see ya.